Right as we wrapped onboarding for the spring intern cohort, I was giving 3 new hires an office tour when a random, disembodied voice popped straight into my head out of nowhere. The chat thread says this lady's the male lead's ninth canary. Doesn't that make her the scheming villain standing in my way? Ends up locked in a psychiatric hospital by the finale. Total classic villainous downfall. Shit, my first big meet cute with the CEO's about to happen. She better not mess it up for me. My stride stuttered for half a beat. I spun back toward the 3 interns and pulled on a polite, easy smile. Y'all might want to pull your hair back if you can, I said softly. The CEO absolutely hates seeing women walking around with their hair down loose. Mess up her big moment? Please. I'd hand this self-proclaimed heroine every single little pet peeve and habit my patron had, laid out on a silver platter, no strings attached. Truth be told, no one was more eager to see the 10th canary step onto the scene than me. The 3 girls froze at my advice, immediately lifting their hands to fix their hair. One of them, a kid named Daisy Campbell, kept her gaze glued to the floor, the tips of her ears flushing pink as she shot me a shy, timid little grin. Thanks so much, Ms. Nancy. Her voice was gentle, sugary sweet, totally unassuming. She came off like someone who couldn't plot their way out of a paper bag. But her internal monologue slammed into my brain crystal clear, loud as day. Why is she being nice all of a sudden? There's definitely some ulterior motive here. The chat keeps calling her a textbook villainess, always sneaking around playing dirty behind everyone's back. I can't let her manipulate me like some fool. Thank God I've got this live spoiler feed in my head. Otherwise she'd wrap me right around her finger before I knew what hit me. I kept walking forward, my smile fading just a hair. I didn't bother firing back mentally. A quiet, dry amusement settled in my chest. Let her think whatever she wanted. I had zero interest in hurting her. I just needed her to lock down her spot fast so I could get replaced at long last. We neared the executive floor, and Daisy's inner spiral grew more frantic by the second. What the hell is going on? Why does every single woman on staff have their hair pulled up? Hallways, break room, every cubicle, not a single person wearing their hair loose anywhere. Ugh, the chat only just clued me in that he hates down hair. She was actually doing me a favor. On instinct, she ran a hand through her long loose hair, eyes darting all over the hallway in a panic. Seconds later, she fumbled a hair tie out of her bag and hastily twisted her hair into a lopsided messy side braid. I caught the whole little panic show out of the corner of my eye, letting my lips tug up in a quiet, knowing smile. We stepped into the elevator heading up to the executive suite, and as we rounded the long corridor leading to the CEO's private office, Addison Pierce walked right out, perfectly timed. He cut an imposing figure in a tailored black suit, tall and sharp-featured, his icy aura sharp enough to warn anyone not to get too close. His gaze swept over our small group before landing firmly on Daisy. The way he looked at her was nothing like how he'd ever looked at me. Sharp, predatory, openly intrigued, no hiding it. Daisy stiffened instantly, white-knuckling the hem of her blazer, cheeks blazing red as she ducked her chin, looking like a skittish deer caught in headlights. Mentally, she was practically screaming, "It's happening! Our first official interaction! He's staring right at me, for real."